Let's now talk to WikiLeaks spokesperson Kristin Hrafnsson about what awaits Snowden and how the whistleblowing website is involved in his fate. Well, as we've just heard, Julian Assange says that Snowden is in a safe place. Now, even Snowden himself has said on TV that he doesn't think he's safe from the reach of the US. So what makes WikiLeaks so sure that he is?
Well, I cannot go into details, but what Julian said earlier today is correct. We believe that he is in a safe place, and he is well, and he is accompanied by a member of our staff. So I believe that at the moment, at least, he is safe, yes.
Now, I know that you can't go into details, but you could at least tell us where he is heading. I don't expect you to tell us where he is right now, but where is his ultimate destination?
Well, the planned ultimate destination, of course, is Ecuador. I'm sorry I can't go into details of his whereabouts or his plans, and I think that should be, my hesitation there should be seen in the context of the call-out this morning by the US government, actually for rendition of Snowden. They were calling out to other countries to arrest him and hand him over. What comes to mind, of course, is the CIA rendition programs of recent years. It's a serious call out and of course an infringement on the sovereignty of other nations and total disregard for other nations' interests.
Well, so far, he's done a fairly good job in evading the US authorities. There was speculation he could be going to Venezuela. You are now confirming, though, it is Ecuador, because after all, many people don't know where he is, which plane he could be heading on, and it could all be a bluff and he could be going to an entirely different country. But you are now definitely confirming it is Quito.
Well, I mean, in the end, of course, it is Mr. Snowden himself who decides his destiny and his destination. The last I heard, he was genuinely in his request for an asylum in Ecuador and had planned to go to Ecuador.
He leaked information to the Washington Post, and
but you have to cut.
He leaked information to two newspapers, the Washington Post and the Guardian in the UK. Why has WikiLeaks then taken on his cause?
Well, when he came forth and identified himself as the source of this extremely important information that we now have out in the open, we publicly stated that we would assist him because we know very well the plight of whistleblowers, and we have in the past, of course, offered protection for whistleblowers and a platform for their information. So it was natural for us to reach out and offer help in any way. And our help has been now limited to legal advice and acting as a go-between messages.
And what help have you got from Russia and China in all of this?
Not at all. I mean, Julian said this morning in this press conference that there has been there was no prior knowledge with Russian authorities that Snowden was arriving there. But this is, of course, it's being maintained that there has been some connection there between WikiLeaks and these authorities, or Snowden and the authorities in these countries. As far as I know, it's a fabrication and a part of the propaganda.
Some people see it very ironic that there's Ecuador, a country that does have a reputation for stamping down on free speech. Indeed, even the press are now facing big clampdowns by the President Correa. Why is it that WikiLeaks are in effect jumping into bed with a nation that clearly isn't a champion of free speech?
Well, free speech and journalism is under attack all over the world. I'm here in New York now, where journalists are facing persecution. Their phone records are confiscated by and assessed by the NSA. There are problems the journalists are facing all over the world. Of course, you should be worried in general about these issues. But it would be quite absurd to say to an asylum seeker who is applying for an asylum in the US that he is somehow supporting US foreign policy, for example, drone attacks and killings. I mean, that is I don't see why the link should be made.
Just finally, despite where he is at the moment, one or two people are saying that we could expect more leaks from Snowden. Is that the case? Is WikiLeaks preparing to publish more?
Well, I'm very hesitant in general to talk about what is in store within the organization, but when it comes to the Snowden and the information that Snowden has, he has himself indicated, and the journalists that he had been working with earlier, that there was more to come. So I believe that it's fair to say that there are more revelations to be expected.
Spokesman for WikiLeaks, Kristin Hrafnsson, thank you very much indeed for your time live here on RT.